Senator Okech, as you respond to what you wanted to say, who is ni nani anatisha hawa viongozi? What is CS Joho talking about?
What we are seeing at the ODM at 20 should not have happened if we had taken a step to reflect. After, remember, just 2 days ago is when it was exactly 1 month since we lost our leader, who was a huge figure in Kenya. And I think that, some of us who are reflective might even be forced to try to think about why can't we just keep quiet and see how things play. Okay? But it's a hard time to keep quiet. And I wanted to urge you, and even the media and all our members, not to have a simple conversation. Because it's not a simple conversation, because different people had different relationships with Raila Amolo Odinga. Right. Starting from the daughter Winnie, to Junet Mohammed, to the leaders you've seen speaking there. All these had special personal relationship with Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, and therefore, if we simplify this thing into who is wrong and who is right, we will lose the script. And that's why you see I avoided the urge of even saying the names of people who are managing the broad-based arrangement, which we questioned, simply because in Raila Amolo Odinga's time, when the broad-based government came about, he purposed as much as possible to be able to use the organs of the party to manage that relationship. And that organ of the party, we have got the National Delegates Conference, which is the highest level which Winnie is talking about, as going to think about national leadership. And then we have got the NGC, then we have got the NEC where I sit from, then we have got a small group called the Central Committee. And that relationship during Raila Amolo Odinga's time has all been a one-man show in as much as it appears as such. The management of broad-based relationship was managed by the Central Committee with the mouthpiece of Raila Amolo Odinga. You remember, even when we were signing the 10-point agenda with the broad-based government, it came from the Central Committee, which even the SG, my friend Dr. Mogangi was referring to, is a member of that Central Committee. And that's why I was telling you that currently the people who are managing that relationship are a variety of top leaders of ODM who are gathered within the Central Committee, including Honorable Junet, including Honorable Sifuna, including Honorable Gladys Wanga, and many other members that are not managed in the Central Committee.
As you said that the late Raila Odinga used the organs of the party in making decisions, when was any of those decisions, including the broad-based participation in the broad-based government, when was any of those decisions ratified by the National Delegates Convention?
The Central Committee has got power to proceed with some decisions, okay? And that's why I'm telling you that even on the matter of broad-based, after Honorable Oburu Odinga was conferred the acting party leader, immediately after we came from the burial, the Central Committee met. Our SG of the party communicated the position of the Central Committee with regard to broad-based government. I think that what Winnie was questioning was the idea of the national leadership element of the party. Because if you look at all the party deputy leaders, and this is not me, this is in the public domain, all the national party leaders, the chairperson of the party, the organizing secretary, everybody who is in the Central Committee, as per now, majority of them came as recommended acting members. Okay? And then, after that acting, Baba had purposed that they are acting until we hold a national election. And that national election is held by the National Delegate Conference. Yeah. And I think that the simple conversation that we might be tempted to have here, because it's a juicy one, is questioning the party leadership position, which I think is a dicey one, because right now we want a party that can be united by wisdom, by all these, and that's why I would say that 622A was an important one to look at in the party.
So but I think that the question, how come that through it all, the broad-based government was born, I think, in August 2024. How come so far there has been no intention to hold an NDC? There has been intention, and I keep on repeating for you that Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, up until 1 month before he passed on, we were holding grassroots elections, and he was very clear about them, and he was very clear that all the acting party leaders will go to a national election that will be convened. The time had not been specified, and that's why I said that the agenda of the ODM at 20 might have had a mishap by having
an NDC held alongside ODM at 20. I mean an NGC held with ODM at 20, which I cannot blame anyone because
you're confusing me. NGC, NDC, ODM at 20.
That's what I'm saying. ODM at 20.
Yes.
One of the agenda of ODM at 20 was to hold an NGC, for which all leaders who had been in acting position, right, including the deputy party leaders, were confirmed in that. And I'm saying that maybe wisdom, and you don't blame anybody.
Can the National Governing Council confirm leadership, or it's the National Delegates Convention?
It's the National Delegates Conference, which I think should not have been held. It wasn't held, but even if it was to be held, it should not have been held with ODM at 20, because ODM at 20 has got a different agenda, okay, which is celebrating the party's history, one. Number two, reviewing what is going on in the country in the context of the struggles that ODM has gone through. I want you to imagine if Raila Odinga was in that ODM at 20. What could he have talked about? It is not this pie and party position. It could have been the struggle that has been there in view of the struggles that are going on now, and cast a vision for us going forward
Senator,
with where the party should go.